Hey there, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Horoscope Storytime. In this video, I'm going to be covering the astrology between May 20 and 2026. So get yourself a warm drink, a cup of tea or a coffee, whatever floats your boat. And depending on your time zone, maybe it's a stiff drink that is in order. That said, though, this week is super lovely. And I think even more so if you are in the mutable club. So that meaning if you've got an ascendant in one of four of the mutable signs, or you've got a mutable loaded chart. Reason being, we've got the big planet once a year influence where, Jupiter only moves signs on average once a year. So the arrival of Jupiter in Gemini on May 25, 2026 here in Australia is going to bring new perspectives, some growth and new opportunities in a particular area of your birth chart. It's also going to shift the tone of the next 12 months. Timelines are going to speed up. Things are going to get a whole lot busier. And it's a real preparation cycle, in my opinion, for what Uranus in Gemini is going to bring. We do get an introductory cycle of Uranus in Gemini from July to November next year. And then that cycle will be a mainstay for 7 years from 2026. So that's the sort of information that I've covered in the webinar that I gave last week, where I went through all of the details of Jupiter in Gemini. It's a 2-hour webinar. And if you would like to learn more about this next 12 months, that's all contained there. And I'll put a link below. If you aren't signed up to my newsletter on my website yet, I suggest you do, because later today, maybe tomorrow, I am going to be offering a consultation or a reading discount code for you all. I usually do that around my solar return, which will be next month. But being a natal Jupiter in Gemini on my ascendant, why stop now? So let's just get in early and go big early. So yeah, sign up to my website, cassandratyndall.com. The pop-up will come up. Put your details in, and you'll also get a download article that I wrote some Jupiter cycles ago now, where you can learn more about the planet Jupiter and what it might mean in your sign as well. So grab that drink and let's go through the astrology of this week, which is super nice. We do have the arrival, of course, of Jupiter, the Sun in Gemini, Venus in Gemini. So the season is really changing this week. And of course, we've got a full moon in Sagittarius, ruled by Jupiter, though still in Taurus, when the full moon happens. So there's a lot of shifts and change that do look fairly abundant and beneficent. So it's not what I really talk about too much in these horoscopes, but this is a bit of a story time and something a little bit different for you. So settle in and let's get into it. So as I said, May 20 to 26, 2024, a lot of 20s. Scroll through any social media platform and you'll notice titles such as The Truth About. Why are these titles so effective when the truth shared is merely an opinion? I guess somewhere along the timeline, humans became accustomed to the idea in believing one thing, one supposed truth, a savior. Let's be honest, it's easier to follow than think, isn't it? This is the beautiful thing about the sky's most benevolent planet, Jupiter, moving into Gemini, one of his least favorite signs. It's the idea of fragmented truth, that any and all things can be or not be true at the same time. There is a challenge in this, though. For the next 12 months, the deconstruction and reconstruction of the universal order will question your faith. Some may see this questioning as weak. Others see it as strength. After all, doubt is a sign of intelligence. He who dares to question is Hermes himself, who goes where other planets do not. He who doesn't question follows with blind faith and arrogance. Insufferable. When your perspective on truth, faith, religion, and philosophy oscillates between certainty and doubt, you know you're on the right path. A wise man knows not only what he is taught and told, but also what is necessary to sacrifice in order to reveal the truth. Okay, Aries. Just when you think the path is found or you know the way, you don't. On the one hand, you're ready for something new within your locale, your daily rituals, your spiritual practice, while on the other, you want to continue on the path that you already know. In either case, the questions you're asking yourself will lead to greater knowing of thyself. You just need to stop flip-flopping around and decide. Whichever way you go, there'll be doubt. So back yourself. Taurus, as you look back on the past 12 months, you'll be surprised by how much you've changed and how much you've accomplished. While that party is over, there is an after party to go to. Your challenge now is to take all that you've learned about yourself and confidently move forward into achieving abundance of all kinds. Self-belief is the key component to your success over the next 12 months. Your ship is about to come in, but be sure to save for a rainy day too. Gemini, by the end of this week, two of the sky's most favored planets will be in your sign. A new era begins where benefits and blessings seemingly fall into your lap. Also, a full moon arrives in your love zone too. For better or worse, or somewhere in between, the throne you're destined to sit on will reveal itself. Start wrapping your head around the extreme ways your life is about to change. Cancer, if you feel the desire to crawl into your shell more than usual, then honor that. This is the day and age of digital overstimulation. It will do you the world of good to get off grid as much as you possibly can. Time spent alone, questioning your thoughts, ideas, and perspectives can really alter your perceptions for the better. Do more of what it is that is not only food for the soul, but also your mind and your inner peace. Leo, a double luck phase arrives and Jupiter and Gemini. Rewards, recognition, as well as a higher social influence can really shift things for you, both in your personal and professional life. Success may arrive from going out of your way to mingle with the right people and the giving of your generous self. Also, it is possible you might question the nature of some friendships as new people arrive on the scene. Don't doubt the power of charity, neither. Virgo. Jupiter's arrival at the very top of your solar chart may see career possibilities open right up. You could land the job or the promotion that you want to, or you could receive the glory from your recent efforts. Also, a questioning of your life path and the direction your life is heading is also possible. That said, don't question too much so that you miss the chance to make good on a wonderful opportunity. They don't come every day. Libra, the more you're willing to change your mind or at least question things, the more perspectives you'll have to consider. You see, life changes when you do. While you've been in the process of shedding personal habits and attitudes, you've made room for more. Now the tricky part is choosing what more actually looks like for you. The world is your oyster now, which is exciting. Now you just need to decide which one is worth cracking open. Your pearl awaits. Scorpio. One door closes, another opens. For the next 12 months, you're going to be exploring what true commitment and intimacy look like for you. It's a bit of a Pandora's box, to be sure, but to not lift the lid on it is to live a half-lived life. To not lift the lid on it would also deny you the opportunity to reveal the wonders within that you may not even be aware of. Sagittarius, ready or not, it looks like a relationship could be heading your way. At the least, you may start asking questions about what you want in your love life, whether single or partnered. Questions don't come easy, especially if it rocks the boat. However, to not ask questions will rock the boat anyway. A phase of relationship repair and of greater knowing is now available. If in doubt, ask. Don't rely on blind faith. Capricorn, the path to success is never linear. They tell us that in the beginning. They never tell us that in the beginning, I mean. For the next 12 months, you may have to consider taking a horizontal direction in terms of your career or whatever it is that you're working towards. In the short term, it may seem like a downgrade. However, you can be certain that whatever happens, it's just the stepping stone for future growth. This will pay off if you keep your eye on the longer term. Aquarius, life takes on a new phase where you can enjoy more happiness than you've had in some time. There is a catch, though. You may need to become more curious and adaptable than you're renowned for. More time with children or indulging your own inner child will help you discover what true joy means. For some, your romantic life may become golden as a new partner arrives, or you enjoy the best of what a current relationship has to offer. Pisces, your home and family life will become a source of joy and benevolence now as your ruling star Jupiter moves into Gemini. You can expect your domestic scene to expand in some way too. Luxury home upgrades, a move, or a renovation, or family may come to stay. You may discover what family really means to you. Over the next 12 months, the events under your roof will be your greatest source of joy and abundance. So, that's the scopes for this week. I hope you enjoyed them. There's so much to talk about this week, but hopefully this has given you a little bit of insight and food for thought. These horoscopes do cover Jupiter in Gemini through each of the houses according to your ascending sign. So it might give you just a little bit of an idea of what you can expect over the next 12 months. So bye for now, and I hope you have a really wonderful week, and happy Jupiter in Gemini and full moon to you too.